A very warm good morning to one and all present over here class. Welcome to the digital platform of APS. Now this is Pawan Kumar. Today is the second lecture of chapter 7 integrals. So class, in previous lecture 1 of integrations, I have discussed definition of integrals, primitive, antiderivative or integrals of functions. And I have completed 7 formula related to integrations. And now today I will discuss trigonometrical formula of integrations. So let us start with formula number 8. Because of I have completed 7 formula in lecture 1. Now come to the 8th formula. Formula number 8. Class, you already know derivative of sin x, result is cos x. So what will be the antiderivative? Means integration over cos x dx, you can write sin x plus c. Sin x plus c. So now come to formula number 9. D by dx of cos x. Means you know the derivative of cos x result is minus sin x. And now you can write its antiderivative, means integration of sin x dx, result will be minus time cos x plus c, where c is the constant. Now come to formula number 10. Formula number 10, d by dx of 10x. You know the derivative of 10x is sec square x. So its antiderivative means integration of sec square x dx, result will be 10x plus c. So this is the 10th formula. Now come to 11th number. Formula d by dx of cosec x. You know its result is minus time cosec x into cot x. And what will be its antiderivative? Antiderivative will be equal to, you can write integration of cosec x and cot x dx. This will be minus cosec x plus c. And you can write minus sign here also. So integration over minus sin x will be cos x. And same process here. This will be negative in left. So now come to the formula number 12. Formula number 12 is d by dx of sec x. Its result is sec x into 10x. And now you can write integration over sec x 10x, result is sec x 10x dx. Its result will be sec x plus c. Sec x plus c. Now come to formula number 13. Formula number 13 is d by dx of cot x. What is the derivative of cot x? Derivative of cot x is minus cosec square x. So now integration over cosec square x dx will be equal to minus cot x plus c, and minus you can write here. So integration of minus cosec square x dx is equal to cot of x. Now come to formula number 14. Formula number 14 is d by dx of log of mod of sec x. D by dx of log of mod of sec x. Its result is 10x. Log of mod of sec x is equal to log of 10x or 10x, not log. And its antiderivative you can write integration over 10x dx value is log of mod of sec x plus c. Now 15th formula you can write now d by dx of log of sec can be written as 1 upon cos. So this one can be written as minus log of cos x. It's a derivative. So what will be its result? Its result is same. So you can write integration over 10x dx is equal to minus log of cos x plus c. Means integration of 10x, there are two possible values, with plus and with minus sign. So now come to the next. D by dx of log of mod of sin x. So its result will be cot x. Its result will be cot x. So now it's a derivative, antiderivative of cot x dx, that will be equal to log of mod of sin x plus c. So now come to the next formula. Formula number 17. Integration over or d by dx of log of sec x plus 10x. Its result is sec x. So when you will find out antiderivative of sec x, you will get the same result. So antiderivative means integration of sec x dx can be written as log of mod of sec x plus 10x plus c. Now come to the next formula number 18. Formula number 18 is d by dx of log of cosec x minus cot x. Log of mod of cosec x minus cot x. Its result is cosec x. So now its antiderivative of cosec x dx can be written as log of mod of cosec x minus cot x with constant plus c. Now come to the formula number 18, 19. 18 I have completed. So come to the formula number 19. Formula number 19 is made from formula number 17. So d by dx of log of d by dx of log of calculation of sec x plus 10x convert in 10. You can write log of 10 of x by 2 plus pi by 4. When you will solve sec x plus 10x, you will get the same value 10 of x by 2 plus pi by 4 or pi by 4 plus x by 2 you can write here. This both value is same. So what will be its result? Its result will be sec x. So sec x antiderivative sec x dx, other formula will be log of mod of 10 of pi by 4 plus x by 2 in mod. This is the conversion of log of sec x plus 10x. Similarly, formula number 20 is the conversion of formula number 18. So d by dx of log of cosec x minus cot x means cosec x can be written as 1 upon sin x minus cos x upon sin x. So 1 minus cos x upon sin x, you will split it. 1 minus cos x means 2 sin square x by 2, and cos x result is cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2. So cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2 will cancel out. Result, or you can write here cos x, result will be in denominator result is sin x. So denominator value can be written as 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2. Cos x by 2 sin x by 2 single term from numerator will cancel out. Result will be sin x by 2 upon cos x by 2. So its result will be 10 of x by 2. 10 of x by 2. So 10 of x by 2, its result will be same. So cosec x. So now its antiderivative, integration of cosec x dx can be written as log of mod of 10x by 2 plus c, log of mod of 10x by 2 plus c. Now come to the formula number 21. Formula number 21 is, now formula number 21 is d by dx of sine inverse x. You know, its result is 1 upon root over 1 minus x square. So now antiderivative means antiderivative of root over 1 minus x square, dx result will be sine inverse x plus c. Similarly, formula number 28 to d by dx of cos inverse x is equal to minus 1 upon root over 1 minus x square. So now its antiderivative one minus x square dx with negative sign, minus 1 upon root over 1 minus x square dx, result will be cos inverse x plus c. Now 23 is d by dx of tan inverse x. Result is 1 upon 1 plus x square. Now its antiderivative will be antiderivative of 1 upon 1 plus x square dx, that will be equal to tan inverse x plus c. So this is the formula number 23 that is completed. Now come to formula number 24. Formula number 24 is d by dx of cosec inverse x. You know its result? Its result is 1 upon minus 1 upon x root over x square minus 1. So now its antiderivative integration over minus 1 upon x root over x square minus 1 dx is equal to cosec inverse x plus c. Now come to formula number 25. Formula number 25, d by dx of sec inverse x. Its result is with positive sign 1 upon x root over x square minus 1, and its antiderivative 1 upon x root over x square minus 1 dx, result you will get sec inverse x plus c. Now formula number 26. Formula number 26 is d by dx of cot inverse x. Its result is minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. So now its antiderivative minus 1 upon 1 plus x square dx, that is equal to cot inverse x plus c. Now come to formula number 27. Formula number 27. Formula number 27 is similar to formula number 21. So d by dx of sine inverse x by a, where a is a constant. So d by dx of sine inverse x by a, sine inverse x by a, this is whole derivative and this is the angle form. So its result is 1 upon root over x square minus a square, or you can write a square minus x square minus x square, not x square minus a square minus x square. This is the derivative of sine inverse x by a. So similarly, when you will find out their antiderivative, integration over 1 upon root over a square minus x square dx, result you will get sine inverse x by a, sine inverse x by a plus c. Now come to 28 formula. Formula number 28. Formula number 28 is similar to formula number 22. So d by dx of cos inverse x by a. So its result is minus 1 upon root over a square minus x square, and its antiderivative result will be minus 1 upon root over a square minus x square dx, result is cos inverse x by a plus c. Now formula number 28 is completed. Now come to formula number 29. Formula number 29 is d by dx of 1 by a tan inverse x by a. You can write its result is 1 upon a square plus x square. So now if you will find out their antiderivative, you will get the same result. So integration over 1 upon a square plus x square dx, result will be 1 by a tan inverse x by a plus c. This is formula number 29. Now come to formula number 30. Formula number 30 is similar to 1 by a tan inverse x by a. Means 30 you can write d by dx of 1 by a cot inverse x by a. Its result is minus 1 upon a square plus x square. So now when you will find out their antiderivative, minus 1 upon a square plus x square dx, that result will be 1 by a cot inverse x by a plus c, cot inverse x by a plus c. Now formula number 31. Formula number 31 is d by dx of 1 by a sec inverse x by a, and now its result will be 1 upon x root over x square minus a square. So this is the result of 1 by a sec inverse x by a. Now its antiderivative you can write here. Antiderivative of function means antiderivative of 1 upon x root over x square minus a square dx is equal to 1 by a sec inverse x by a plus c. So now come to formula number 32. 32 is d by dx of 1 by a cosec inverse x by a is equal to minus 1 upon x root over x square minus a square. So its antiderivative integration over minus 1 whole upon root over x in x square minus a square into x dx is equal to 1 by a cosec inverse, you can write here cosec inverse x by a plus c, cosec inverse x by a plus c. Now come to the topic some standard result on integration. Some standard result on integration. Now topic is some standard result on integration. So come to the first point. Suppose for any function fx d by dx of integration over fx dx, what will be the result? Its result will be only a function. Its result will be only a function. Means d by dx followed by any integration, this will be cancelled to each other. So result will be only function. So now come to the second point. Second point is integration of k times any function dx, that is always equal to k times integration of this function. So this is the second property. Only constant being, second property shows only constant being will outside the integration. So come to the third. The third property is, or the third theory or third point, you can say integration of, or suppose for any 2 function, 3 function, 4 function, f1x, f2x, f3x, so many functions. For 2 functions, suppose f1 and f2, the integration of the sum of 2 function, the integration of the sum of 2 function is always equal to sum of their integration. So integration of f1x dx plus integration of f2x dx. So this will be the answer. This is the algebraic properties also. Now integration over the difference of these 2 function whole dx, result will be integration over f1x dx minus integration over f2x dx. This is the fourth property or fourth point. To see these 3 points, you can write in general, fourth point you can write integration over k1 times f1x plus k2 times f2x plus k3 times f3x. Suppose kn times fnx dx this is the integration symbol, that will be equal to k1 into integration of f1x dx plus k2 into integration of f2x dx. Similarly, k3 integration of f3x dx, and similarly you can write kn integration of fnx dx. So you can suppose this is the fourth point or fifth point. Now this is completed. See, last three properties represent the algebraic properties